School is rad, at least for me. Yesterday, Tuesday was the start of my semester. I only had one class at 9 o'clock, and that was it, one class for the day. So then yesterday, Wednesday, I had four classes. English 202, which is just English writing. English 50, which is creative writing. American Studies, which is intro to folklore. And I was supposed to be in a news writing class, but I've been trying to figure out like this new schedule for changing to film production. And I talked to an advisor here, and she said, "Well, if you want to declare your like if you want to go up to Penn State, Maine, you need to be able to declare your major, and you can't do that at the end of this semester unless you take this filmmaking class, and it's only offered at Penn State, Maine. So talk to the advisor up at Penn State, Maine to try to get into that class so that you can have it done by this semester, then you can declare a major and then go up to Maine next year." So I called that guy, and it's just this advisor guy, real quick, like a Zoom call, and he was just like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, I want to do film production. I'm trying to get in this class." And he's like, "All right, let's look at your schedule here." And he looks at it for like 3 seconds. He goes, "You don't need COM 150 and you don't need COM 160, so you can just drop those." And I was like, "Oh, all right." Like in my head, I was just like, "All right, I'll do that later. I'll think about it because it's just class. I just feel bad dropping a class." So then he's like, "All right, let me know when you go ahead and do that." So he meant like in the next 5 seconds, like, "All right, go on and drop those." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went and I dropped them. And then he added me into a film history class that went at the same time as that news media class. So my schedule didn't really change much. And then I'm still waiting to get put into a filmmaking class. So I will probably be, if I make it into there, I'll be taking 6 classes, 18 credits, which is all right. I might have to cut back on work a heck of a lot. But speaking of schedule changes, I only had one class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like I said, and that was one of the classes he made me drop. So right now I have no classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, if I get put into that filmmaking class, that's on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I won't, regardless, for the rest of the semester, I won't have any class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is quite nice. Quite nice. And that's kind of how last semester was. Tuesdays, Thursdays, the only thing I had Tuesday was a math class at 8 a.m. and then that was it. And that was usually over by like 8:30. But now it's completely off. Like last night too, I fell asleep last night at probably 1:30, not even, maybe not even that late. And I woke up at 11:30 today. So I slept for like 10 hours. It was very very good sleep. I had some weird dreams. I woke up on my back. Woke up like a vampire. Did I tell you that the other day? I woke up and I was completely on my back with my hands crossed over my chest like a vampire. Still probably the best I've ever slept in my life. I didn't really have any good dreams. Um, I can't remember. I can't remember. I know I was talking to Jason about one, but it doesn't matter. Nothing will ever beat the dream I had the other day. Devin, you're going places, so why bother talking? I'm trying to do a calorie surplus. I've been eating a heck of a lot more. Not junk food, but like peanut butter jellies, uh, grilled chicken. I don't really know if that has any calories, but I'm just trying to load up. I had a big smoothie this morning, fruits and veggies, and no, not veggies, fruits and yogurt and milk and protein powder and all that crap, just to get myself back in the swing of things, because that's what I was doing with school when we were in school last semester. So I'm trying to just get myself into a routine like that again. I think I want to start going to the gym again at school. I want to start playing pool. Me and Jason or I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get my days off work to be Monday, Wednesdays, because those are the days I have to come in late anyway. And I don't want to make it Tuesday, Thursdays, and then say, "Hey, can I come in late Monday? Not at all on Tuesday. Come in late Wednesday. Not at all Thursday." And not only because that'd be an inconvenience to the FedEx, but also I want to come in at some point to make money. So if I already have to come in late 2 days, I might as well just take those all the way. Take those completely off, and then come in whenever I want on Tuesday, Thursdays. Or like come in for my shift, but I can come in at the earliest as I want, I guess is what I mean. So yeah, changed my classes again. Got a new schedule. We'll see how the heck long this one lasts. If not, I'm just gonna fake my death and go into the Air Force. I'm not telling anybody, except for you. I sent my transcripts to Pitt. We can see how those are going right now. I might have told you that already, but my high school transcripts got accepted there, but the ones from Penn State have yet to go through. But now at this point, I'm probably gonna have to send them again since I changed my classes, and it's not gonna reflect the film history and video making classes I took, and those are the ones I want. Hey, I want them to know for sure. Just so you know, I'm in these good classes. Yeah, so it's still waiting out on my official college transcripts. I might have done it wrong, sending it. I'm going to send it to him wrong, so I have to send it to him again anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, it's just a bunch of nothing. It was funny, like, I'm used to all math classes. Last semester, we didn't introduce ourselves or anything in class. Not that you have to, but then this semester it was like, oh, we're going to be writing a lot. I want you all to introduce yourselves. So go on the discussion board and write your name, where you're from, what your major is, and what's your favorite movie. And we did that in we did that in 4 classes, but I dropped the one. So most of my classes were like that. And then the film history class has like 50 people in it, so we didn't do anything. But regardless, I feel like this is going to be, even if there's more classes, even if there's more work, even, I feel like at least it's something I like to do, so I won't be upset about it. I won't like it won't bother me as much as it would have bothered me to do an equal amount of work on calculus or economics. Like now, if I have to do an equal amount of work in English, it's like, all right, at least all I have to do is write, or creative writing, just make something up, or folklore, just look into folklore. So yeah, we'll see how that all goes. But I'm looking forward to it. I think hopefully this filmmaking class works out, because I'd like to get that sorted away. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news with me. Although I will say, I already slept through class yesterday. I woke up, well, not through, but I woke up for an 8 a.m. at 8:11. I had like 6 alarms. I woke up for all of them. I turned the last one off and just fell asleep, and I woke up at 8:11. And I was like, oh, gosh darn it. So I woke up, got on a class. I didn't miss anything. It was just syllabus week, so what the heck are they going to tell me? Anything I need to have done that they're not going to tell me again? Either way, I feel bad for being late, because there was a teacher I had last semester that I liked. But whatever. I have plenty of time to make up make up for it. But yeah, so I want to get Mondays and Wednesdays off work, and those are the days Jason has off, but it's not because Jason has them off. But I have to, like I said, I have to come in late those days anyway, and I want to be able to come in other days. So I'll take off Monday, Wednesday. But Jason has those days off. So after school, it'd be fun to just, not that any one of you are going to be joining, but it would be fun to just be able to hang out, watch movies and play pool or something at the clubhouse. I'm excited. Happy a late inauguration day. Was anyone watching the inauguration? I'll tell you, I didn't. I was in class all day. Like I said, I had 4 classes yesterday, so it was basically just from noon till 4. I was just sitting at a desk on the computer, so I didn't get to see any of the inauguration. But I don't know. I've seen 2 of them already. I saw Trump's and Obama's, so like what am I gonna watch? You know what I mean? I think I'm done with politics for a while. Not that I was too far into politics that it's like time to retire, but it's just like I don't really care. And if I did care, or if I talk about it like I care, that's when people get annoyed. So it's just like, all right, I don't care. I don't care enough. Like I don't have a problem with letting politics go, because it wasn't that big of a part of my life. So I guess now's as good a time as any to just be like, all right, you can have it. And that was it. That's pretty much it. What's new with you guys? How's school going? Hopefully everything's okay. I know we're down to like 6 viewers on this channel, but I have no one to blame but myself for that. I think it'd be fun to do interviews on here. I just don't I don't know. I don't know anybody. I would gladly do interviews. I just feel like, who am I going to interview and say, oh, yeah, you should do an interview with me. I have 6 subscribers. They go, okay, maybe not. So I don't know. We'll figure out something to do with this channel. I think we're on episode 39. Episode 39. I don't know. Maybe news in the white coffee might be coming up soon. It might be time to take a little bit of a break. I mean, I've been doing 2 a week, other than last week. 2 a week every week for the last, 14 weeks. That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. No, not even 14. 15, 16, 17? 17 or so weeks. Maybe after 40 episodes, it'll be like, all right, that's a lot longer than any TV show. Maybe we'll hold off for a little bit. I think I'm a little burnt out. I don't have any stories. What am I going to tell you? I think the last couple episodes have been very boring because there's nothing to tell you. I told you all my good stories. Also, I think I told you all my good movie recommendations. This week I'm going to tell you about a TV show that you should watch. Next week it comes out on Hulu. It used to be on Netflix. It's only got one season. From 1999, the drama Freaks and Geeks. Growing up circa 1980, a misfit high school student and his pals are probably destined to become new media millionaires, but right now they're stuck in school where all the girls are a foot taller and bullies terrorize the gym class. Meanwhile, his older sister is flirting with the dope-smoking bad boys, cutting classes and questioning the point of getting good grades. So it's basically about brother and sister and just like the crap they do in high school, but it's got a bunch of stars in it from the 90s that you wouldn't even think about that they're in. What am I saying? The stars: Linda Cardellini, James Franco, Jason Segel, Seth Rogen, John Francis Daly, Busy Phillips, Martin Starr, and Sam Levine, among others. But yeah, that show is hilarious. Dave Allen. That show's very heartfelt, very hilarious, made by what's his name, Judd Apatow. So it's got like, I don't know, it's just very well made, very underrated. It's kind of got a cult thing going now. It was only it had one season, they got canceled, I guess. But now at this point, everyone's like, that show's awesome. But it is, just to go back and look at the one season. I mean, I don't know, I haven't watched it in a long time because they took it off Netflix a while ago. But I'm pretty sure it's coming to Hulu. Let's look it up real quick. Yeah, coming to Hulu. 2 days ago they said, so I think next week. Great show. Great shows go along with great words, and that's why the word ecumenical is today's word of the day. Ecumenical. It's an adjective representing a number of different Christian churches, or promoting or relating to unity among the world's Christian churches. The concept and principle in which Christians belonging to different Christian denominations work together to develop closer relationships among their churches and promote Christian unity. Ecumenical. So, Christians coming together. I know maybe not everyone's Christian, but it's still a cool word. It's today's word of the day. And last but not least, we have the song of the day. It's a song by the Lumineers called It Wasn't Easy to Be Happy for You. I don't know, I've been listening to that Lumineers album a lot recently. It's called 3. It's their most recent album. Cleopatra is also very, very good. Sleep on the Floor, Ophelia, classic songs. Lumineers, can't go wrong. And that whole album, 3, is very good. Donna is also on there. That's an awesome song. And Living Life in the City, I think it's called, is very good. It references Sleeping on the Floor from the Cleopatra. I just like songs like that. That's just like feel-good songs. You know what I mean? I think that one's about a breakup and like the stuff you talk about after a breakup that no one's really honest about. But regardless, it's very good. I just had a very abrupt pause there because first I realized that I had water boiling the entire time I was recording the podcast so I could make some iced tea. And then while I was down there, I realized, sorry, I'm burping. I had clothes in the washing machine, and I realized I had a blanket in the dryer, a weighted blanket, and I didn't really realize till now that you shouldn't put a weighted blanket in the dryer because it spins around and screws up all the weight in the blanket. I think there's like 2. I think it's so now that I don't know. I'm very unfocused right now. I'm thinking about this blanket because all the weight. It's not just like beads in the one layer of fabric, in between the layers of fabric in the blanket. It's like a weighted blanket basically with beads in it, and then that's inside of another blanket, and the inside part is all screwed up. The outside part lays flat, but now it's basically just a flat blanket with like a big lump in the middle of it because all this inside blanket just got all the centripetal force or whatever just like collapsed it on itself. So there's not like beads, the weighted beads in there like all just strewn about, but I have to figure out a way to fix this blanket. So that's kind of annoying. But hey, you were here for it. So I don't know. Don't forget about the fact that you boil water, and don't put a weighted blanket in the dryer, even if you don't want it to be wet. So that's all the advice I can give for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of White Coffee. I know they've been getting shorter and shorter, but like I said, I'm completely out of stuff to talk about. So it might be time soon for me to just take a few episodes off. Maybe even more than a few. But regardless, I'll still see you on Tuesday. Hopefully I have some funny stories for you.